Higher hand placement here. So do me a favor and make sure you drop in just like this. Still keep everything nice and tight. Pull back through the elbow, squeeze the back as much as you can. Like I said, we just looking to fatigue the body for the most part with this. Get some blood flowing in that back. So nice and slow with the reps for the most part. You can have a little bit of speed, but just not too fast for the most part. And remember, pull through the elbows, squeeze the back as much as you can. Once you get in here, stretch out the back as much as you can. Everything should still be tight. Core should be tight, lower back should be tight as well. Of the size aspect, it look a little bigger because you gotta remember I'm still low body fat, you know what I'm saying? So the more dense you look, the better you're gonna look too. But that's, and the crazy thing is, that's honestly really giving you a kind of play-by-play with the size part. That's really just me adding steak into my diet. And worst case worse, I'll alternate between 3 to 4 meals. Like I don't eat like fucking 6 meals or none of that wild shit. Or it's like a drastic increase. But it is an increase though, you know what I mean? But overall, that's like, cause I told you, cutting back on the steps. I'm not taking 20,000 steps or trying to even hit nowhere near that. I'm trying to max cap out like 10,000. Like it's my bottom line. Max I'll probably do is like 13,000. Cardio still in play, because you know I do a lot of the cardio with the jumping, the box jumps. I'll do the sleds, I'll do the pulls. I'll make sure that's incorporated in. Then going from there, instead of like doing a lot of walking outside, that's when I actually make sure I'm on my treadmill aspect. I'm doing like 30 minutes on the treadmill. And not treadmill, the elliptical, so you know I don't really fuck with the treadmill. But outside of that, like I said, 3 meals, and still, I never told you this. This is actually one of my cheat codes too. I really don't eat breakfast, bro. My only thing for breakfast is a bagel. I ain't even gonna lie to you. My first meal, watch behind you. Watch behind you. My first meal at the end of the day is, first meal is generally like around 1 o'clock. So that's like my evening slot, and then going into the rest of the day. So that at 1 o'clock will really be my breakfast. Then going into lunch will probably be like a couple hours after that. And then the late meal, it may vary. Sometimes it might be super late, sometimes it might be in between. But I always say with the meals, if you eat super late, do understand sometimes, you know, I train super early. So I might train at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes, really just depending on what my schedule is. But really that's adding steak in my diet, that's one. Steak and beef, I start putting that back in, because in summer, spring and summer, I cut down to fish and chicken only. I don't eat steak. We had that conversation. And then I focus on more steps, and I cut back in the number of days that I'm actually hitting the gym. So I'm not going to the gym 7 days a week, because in that cycle, I'm actually training 7 days a week. I'll have Sundays is always my active rest day. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be real with you, it's been a lot harder because, you know, my lifestyle now, for me to be able to train as much as I was able to train, because it's too many people now. You know what I'm saying? So now if I do train, it is still me doing something in the house though, but it's not the same. But the beautiful thing I am noticing that, and I don't talk about this a lot, my body is very tense and tight throughout that time. Right now, I can feel that I'm giving my body more than enough rest in what it needs, and I'm actually being able to take some of the miles off. Nice and clean. We starting off with this, easy. So we 2 plates on this, 2 plates to start off. Nothing too crazy. We actually gonna rack up on this. I wanna go up to 4 on this one today. Rule might stick with the 3. I can see 3 or 2 1/4. I can see with Rule, but I'm going to that full. I need to get back to my regular sauce. My regular sauce with this was 5, 6. Yeah, easy, easy. Make sure you squeeze the back nice and tight the whole time too. That's money right there, that's money right there. Let's get it. Good squeeze, we only going 10. Rube used to saying, oh, we restarted. You did 15 reps, those don't count. It is what it is. Remember, if you're using it in proper form or you're doing the exercise wrong, those reps definitely don't count. That's not the exercise we intended. Nice and easy. I like this just to take the strain off the lower back. A night and day difference. But remember, it's multiple hand placements on here. We're using top. We're using top. And one thing I need you to do is, if your arms are too high, bring the seat up. Do me that favor. Do me that favor. Ooh, I don't know what happened to these, but these drinks gone now. So here.
I feel like we haven't had
My favorite between 10 to 13. 10 to 13, mainly when we start going up. You know, that breathing on point. Couple things you want to be mindful of. Remember, pull through the elbows, that's one. Make sure your grip nice and tight, that's two. Another thing you want to do, core nice and tight, lower back nice and tight the entire time. And what I love to do is make sure my chest stays on the platform the entire time. This ain't here for no reason. Let's get it nice and easy. Abs nice and tight the whole way. Good. See how you keeping that chest on the platform? Nice and clean, nice and clean. We went up on the weight. 3 plates. Pull through the elbows. There we go. We not lagging in form today. Make sure form nice and tight the whole way. One thing too, I always say the seat adjustment is going to be relative to torso. A lot of people miss that. For me, I got a small torso, so my seat adjustment generally has to be a little bit higher. But you want to just make sure that your shoulder's not down here and your hands up here when you're doing your row. But let's get it. And one thing too, I don't know if you notice in the tuck that I do, I'm not doing that with heavier weight. I generally do that with I would say, moderate lightweight. I don't like to say lightweight, but moderate lightweight. I'm not doing that heavy. Ruben been asking for a back workout. We ain't do a back workout in a minute.
buys too. We don't
The
buy
reason why we ain't been doing no damn back workout here, because I love doing back workouts at goals, but this is a good time to take notes if you train at your regular commercial gym. We gonna show you how to get it done. I feel like this piece of equipment is at every local gym. No question. You gotta come back a little bit further.
Yeah, I can feel
So
it.
check that range of motion. Take the plate off.
Yeah.
Take the plate off. We're gonna put it back on. So in these situations where you're noticing that you're not able to get the range of motion that you want, do what Rube doing right now. We're gonna go ahead and drop the weight. Ain't nothing wrong with dropping the weight. Because do understand, when you practice little things like this consistently, mainly a month, 2 months in, you'll easily be able to crank that weight with full range of motion. And remember, Rube is just working back into lifting. He only was lifting twice a week. That was it. Only twice a week. The rest of the days was cardio. Good, clean, pull. Nice. Two more. There we go, nice. Nice, good. Butter. Muscle today, you feel me? So, when I go to 4 on this, just because I haven't did 4 in a minute, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one arm at a time. One arm at a time, just make it a lot easier. Oh, this 4?
That's 4,
Yeah,
bro.
oh, I'm tripping. About to put 5 on it. I miss being able to do 5, you feel me? Like I said, Ruben asking for this back workout. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. Oh, also too, a cheat code, a lot of people don't think about this. You can put clamps on this. So if you don't want the plates to kind of fly off, anything like that, mainly when you get closer to the end, just go ahead and put some clamps on that thing. So when I do one arm, I generally hold one end and roll with the other. As you can see, easy money for me.
Yeah.
So, but that's why I always say too, it is difficult. That's why I'm going ISO. Doing both at the same time, that shit's gonna be very challenging. So that's why, for me, when I start going heavier with the rolls, I'm generally gonna do ISO and then switch out. Go to the opposite side now. Nice and easy. But like I said, I don't know if you notice in my hand right here, I'm placing on here for stability. So that way when I'm rowing, I'm not taking my chest off the pad. Let's get it. Yo, I gotta get back. For sure, I gotta get back. So we're gonna do one more set, we're gonna do two plates for you. Keep it on 2 plates. I'm gonna do one more plate on the 4. Rule back of the building. He said, let's get it. You got it. You got it. And I don't know if y'all noticed, we ain't rocking nothing today. We ain't got no gear, no hand grips, no hand pads, no wrist straps. We just going straight in, let's get it. Easy. Easy. See, watch that elbow. Try to get those elbows as far as you can and squeeze the back as much as you can as well. Good, abs should be nice and tight, even though they on the pad. Abs nice and tight, good work. Nice. So this how you know I love Rube, dog. Cause Rube know good and damn well I hate taking plates off and putting them on. But that's how you know this is my man. But like I said, still going one arm again. And it's the first exercise we did too, by the way. We ain't do nothing else yet. We went straight into this. Unfortunately, disclaimer too, I ain't warm up, you feel me? I pretty much just jumped in with the plate, did a few reps, and went on from there. Dang, feel bad when you're not as strong as you want to be. Also too, I don't know if you notice in my foot placement, I have 1 foot back here and 1 foot forward. I call it the lunge position. I use this a lot with my rows depending on what rowing machine that I'm using. Another way to build better stability, it's like I switch to the opposite side. You're gonna put the foot with the same arm without swapping them. Easy, we done with that. So, final set on that, we're gonna put this back.